How's it going? And welcome back to my channel. In the news today, a bunch of juveniles in North Texas got into a brawl. The most interesting thing about this story, two things that are interesting about this story. All these kids, not every single one of these juveniles got into the brawl, but they all wanted to be there to see what's going on. And an outcome of this, or what happened, was that two deputies and three or four juveniles were injured because the gun went off.
The chaos in Forney did not start here, but that gunshot is when it gets really messy, sending kids screaming and running from the officers sent to break up their fight.
And the shrapnel hit them. So here's the deal. None of this is going to change until the parents are held responsible. If they're all juveniles, most of them are probably under the age, so they really need to hold the parents responsible. And the other interesting thing is that woman was sitting there talking about, oh, how he just shoved that girl to the ground and he got another girl out of the way.
Officers continue to struggle with the teens, throwing one to the ground as more rush in.
Grabbed him and dropped him to the ground, and then there was a girl that ran up and he pushed her really hard.
Maybe this was the way the news wanted to edit it, so it didn't seem so bad. You mean a child rushing to an officer? A child can easily have a gun as much as an adult can have a gun or a weapon. So he pushed the subject out of the way to get her away from him. But she, after all these people and all the brawling, obviously the brawling wasn't on cam because I'm sure the news media would show that, right? Let's see what the comment section is like. Destroying communities daily. They are ruining what used to be a nice neighborhood. I'm sick of this. Hear that sound? That's the sound of property values dropping like a rock. Joy Reid would blame this on systemic racism. Offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. Entitled to everything, contribute nothing. What a nightmare. Until the parents are held accountable, there will be no changes. That's what hey, I just said that. Remember when children had respect for their neighborhoods and their neighbors? Or their neighbors in their neighborhoods? Am I allowed to say it yet? Or are we still pretending? Let's see what the comments. No, it's okay. You can say it. Kids without Christ in their lives say it. It's Patrick. He took out life insurance. Still in denial, I see. Say it loud. I happen to be black, but I am over 60, where my generation was raised on high morals and good home training. I am fed up with this new, ratchet, abysmal culture of violence and hate. I don't think much is going to change in these situations until the parents are held accountable. And you know what this probably all stems from? I'm saying allegedly. This happened, I seen something like this happened twice after Hurricane Katrina. And they had to ship all the kids to all the different cities and states, and the schools were overwhelmed. This possibly happened over people talking trash about other people, plain and simple. Someone couldn't handle the trash talk, so I'm gonna fight them because they didn't have the capability of talking trash back. Or like one of the fights from Hurricane Katrina, because one of them was a trash talk, and the other one was, uh, in the words of that woman, ratchet hoe shit. This one girl was sleeping with a whole mess of other girls' boyfriends. She was basically trying to figure out which one had money so she can go with that one and date with that one. That was, one of the things, because now you had a school with a whole bunch of kids from other neighborhoods and other cities and other towns from, New Orleans, and then they got shipped out to all the other neighborhoods because no one could practically live there. And so it's either over a boy and the girls are sleeping, with someone else's boyfriend, or it's someone trash talking, and then they couldn't handle the trash talk when someone else trash talked them back even better, and they ended up, they can't handle it, so they want to fight. So what this breaks down to is, where's the parents in all this? I know obviously the parents can't be there right here, right now, but where was their education from the parents? The schools are there to teach them and give them a crap education, in my opinion. That's a whole nother story and a whole nother video. Where was the education from these parents? Where's the discipline from these parents? And this is going to keep happening, and it's going to get worse if it's not dealt with. So, do I believe, yes, the parents should be charged in these situations? Yes. Those juveniles got injured because the gun went off. They wouldn't have been injured if they weren't there in the first place, and the gun wouldn't went off if these cops didn't have to deal with probably 2-3 dozen kids, 2-3 dozen juveniles. This wouldn't have happened. And then the so-called, they're gonna say they were innocent bystanders. Bullshit. You wanted to see what was gonna happen. You're not an innocent bystander. You want to know why? Because you didn't do anything to stop it. You were just there to look at the situation. And then people are going to get mad at all of this, and they're going to get mad at the officers, and they're going to get mad at the school, they're going to get mad at everyone else, but not the parents, not those juveniles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments down below. Also, I have a GoFundMe. When you can help me out, please do.